see very, very little, even though just a glimmer.
Well, we know that Pat Greenwood's going to play tonight. Unfortunately, I don't have his number, so we'll just have to wait and see what Pat Greenwood shakes out as. He will be the person that we can't identify out in the field.
Well, then it will be like last week.
Yeah, there was a lot of non-identification going on last week. The co-captains are at midfield. State College has won the toss, and they have deferred. Altoona will receive and defend the goal to our right. So they got what they wanted to open up the football game. And the mount off, and he will be kicking off from left to right, ready to go. Game number 5. High end over end, back to the 13-yard line. Picked up there and taken out to the right side, up to the 25, and pulled down there is Altoona's Chris Hale. And that's Chris's first special team.
25-30 is good field position.
First and 10 from the 26-yard line, and we see Leo Zerby is starting in the backfield. He'll be the single back behind Steve Tannehill. Wide out to the right side is Adams. He comes in motion across the formation. And Tannehill with a short drop fires out to T.J. Heilman. Heilman with a move to get outside, 25, 30-yard line, tiptoe the sideline, and knocked out of bounds short of the 35.
Well, that's an interesting play, Charlie, because what that tells...
Adams goes wide to the right. And single back once again behind Steve Tannehill. Tight end to the right side. It's Doug Price, and he finds a hole off the right side. Crosses the 40, fumbles the football. It's out near midfield, and State College has recovered it.
Theories, I'm sorry.
Mike Sheridan, the starting quarterback. He's a senior. Jim Bernier, the right halfback. Left half is Mike Geist. And Bernier sets up in the slot right. Off to the left side, running through the middle of the line, is Jason Feeden, the fullback. Feeden gets a few yards up the middle.
I think that Feeden will be the key to the entire game as far as how Altoona fares their defense against State College's offense.
The one name that comes to mind is Craig Collison in recent years here. 5-yard block. Wide out to the right side for State College is Ed Conklin. Wing back off to the right, goes in motion behind the running backs. And off in the backfield to Mike Geist. Geist is hit and dropped for a loss as he gets
the line and then pursued to the play.
They give him a 1-yard loss, so it's 2nd and 16 for State College. Wing back left. He's coming in motion again. And it looks like Sheridan's going to throw. Fires out the flare pass on the right side on the run at the 45-yard line. Caught by Jim Bernil. T.J. Heilman for down 13 from their own 47-yard line for State College. Led out of the huddle by center Bart Kerr. And Sheridan's going to throw. Drops back. Fires across the middle and over the head of the intended receiver, David Martin.
And hopefully for Altoona not have success.
All right, T.J. Heilman and Mike Adams go back to their own 20-yard line. Adams steps up to the 25. Low snap. Picked up and booted very low. Hits on the turf and bounds away from Mike Adams. He'll pick it up at the 17-yard line. Adams will then be caught before he gets up to the 20. They may give him the 18 or 19. The punt came very low from John 10 for Altoona from the 20-yard line. Again, the single setback for the Mountain Lions. Twins out to the left side. Heilman in motion. Tannehill drops straight back. Looks over to the delay, back out of the backfield. Price gets it at the 24-yard line. Goes up to the 27 or 8. And the Mountain Lions pick up Jim McCloskey and Harry Welshins. McCloskey is the tackle to the left side. Saylor, the tight end to the right. Slot man to the left side is Madden. Madden goes in motion. They hand off to Zerby. Leo following Eric Madden for the first down out across the 30-yard line. Center of the State College defenders are Todd Kolka and Jim Bernier. They're both juniors too, so this team's learning on the job.
Absolutely. That's going to be interesting to see how they fare under pressure.
First down 10 just across the 30-yard line for Altoona. Dan Conrad in the offense, and he goes in motion. Tannehill looking long. Man is out there. Heilman's got it at the 30. 20-yard line. 10. And falls into the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag in the Altoona backfield.
Officials waving his arms, Charlie.
I would for Conklin's head and out to TJ, who was able to make an excellent catch and take it all the way down the sideline. We'll have to see if they can do it again because it's coming back. Well, it was 15-yard penalty against Altoona. First down 25 from their own 16-yard line. Twins to the left, wide out to the right side. It's Adams, and he comes back in motion toward the line. Tannehill gets the ball, hands it off to Zerbe, trying to break outside, comes back inside, across the 20, and out to the 25-yard line. So they gain 10 yards on that initial handoff. Second down, 15 for Altoona. They're back at their own 26-yard line. Twins to the left, wide out to the right side, single back in the backfield once again. Tannehill will roll out to the left side. Looking across the middle, he's got his man. T.J. Heilman had it hit him in the arms and drop out at the 40-yard line. Heilman looked like he won. Adams comes wide to the left side, and wide to the right is T.J. Heilman. Conrad, the Y back to the right side, single setback again. Tannehill, straight drop. Looking down the middle. Adams is out there, and over his head at the 40-yard line, in State College territory.
That's what you get from Charlie. Sometimes they get other messages.
Heilman back at his own 13 to kick. Gets a good spiral away, and dropping back to receive that ball on the far side is Chris Summers. Summers gets across the 35 and out to the 38. A 45-yard kick for T.J. Heilman.
And that's a point we haven't really emphasized. We saw some good kicks by our win.
Yeah.
Straighten my hair out there, Charlie.
Nothing could stop your hair. First and 10 for State at their own 38. Man in motion. Out to the right comes the quarterback, and he's going to keep it. He gets up across the 45, up to midfield. He handed the ball to
against State College. I will say this, that was a bootleg.
It's 1330 Pleasant Valley Boulevard, where friends get together after the game. Wide out to the left side for State College. And the quarterback's going to get sacked. Mike Sheridan went back. A lot of misdirection in the backfield. Up second and 17 for State. Mike Sheridan, the quarterback. Jim Bernier, Mike Geis, Jason Feeden in the backfield. Wide out left and right. Sheridan, the delay handoff, and goes nowhere. Jason Feeden.
Sheridan's down.
Who is an outside linebacker on defense.
I would look for a running play here, though, Charlie. Third and extremely long, new quarterback first play. I would doubt that a veteran coach would have a throw here. Another return man and has fielded balls like that, so it's dangerous to run the quick kick.
All right, they're not running the quick kick. They give it on a reverse handoff to Geis coming out the right side. He's hammered. Pat Brewer, tackle. 2 series, State College is minus 14 yards to this point. Mountain Lions have Adams and Heilman back deep. The kick is away, but he was hit. He's going to get the flag. It will continue to bounce out at the Altoona 35-yard line, but the Mountain Lions, you're supposed to come in across the kicker, but when there's 3 guys coming, somebody
came through. The fullback, if we could call him a fullback, was standing behind a guard. That's not normally where you try to run your block. You try to run. That is a bad penalty, Charlie. It was an aggressive penalty, and if you have to get one, let's get one being aggressive.
Wing back left, and Kulka hands up the middle to Jason Feeden. Feeden gets good yardage, crossing his own 45 and out to the 49-yard line. Out to the right side comes Ed Conklin. Wing back off to the left. Set a slot man off to the right with a single setback behind quarterback Todd Kulka. Off to the left side now. Feeden close to first down yardage across the 50 and out to the Altoona 48-yard line. Mountain Lions with 5 men up front. 2 linebackers. Corners playing up close. Again with a double wing. They hand the ball on the reverse handoff. Going the other way and cutting back the near side. Bernier gets down to the 41-yard line. Rick Maitland makes the tack 5 for State College at the Altoona 41-yard line. Wing off to the left side. Wide split in the backfield. They hand it. No, Sheridan Keats. He's coming out to the right side. He'll be hit and dropped back at the 45-yard line. Altoona gets away. No, they don't. Late hit from Ralph Hamilton, who could have delivered to your door. And Altoona Conrail Federal Credit Union, 10th Avenue Expressway. They're growing to serve you better. First and 10 at the Altoona 30. In motion goes Bernier. Up the middle comes Feeden. He's hit. Spins away. Gets down to the Altoona 25-yard line. Matt Sankey makes the tackle for Altoona. And 5. Bernier comes wide to the right side. Feeden behind quarterback Todd Kulka. And a wing back off to the left side Feeden goes in motion. And Sheridan's going to keep on the option to the left side. Gets the first down inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. You don't see State College out with penalties. A roughing the punter penalty has kept this drive going. And another late hit later on in the drive.
This is where the bootleg is dangerous, Charlie.
And up the middle comes Feeden. He gets hit and dropped after about a 2-yard gain. Ralph Hamler, Kerr, Michael Gold, and Doug Kallenberger. Wing off to the right side, Jim Bernier. Geist and Feeden in the backfield. Bernier goes in motion. The cutback handoff to Feeden. He gets inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 14, and a pretty good minute.
Your furniture is ready, and it's right here at Covino Home Furniture.
Second quarter just about ready to get underway as Todd Kolka is the quarterback for the injured Mike Sheridan. Wide out to the right side, wing back off to the left. And in motion, that's Geist, and they hand it off to Feeden, the fullback. He breaks a tackle, gets across the 10, down close to the 5-yard line for a State College first down. Confidence to get the first score in a game, and State College is driving. Wing back right and left. They fake the handoff up the middle. No, Feeden does get it. He gets down right to the line of scrimmage.
And running all alone into the end zone untouched.
Again, the double wing. Wide out to the left side. Geist goes in motion. They fake to Feeden. Sheridan keeping it, or rather Kolka. And Kolka gets hit. Looked like he may have slipped. Back at the
defense pursuing them.
Third down goal from the 7-yard line for State College. Twins to the right, and they break out of the Twins. Send Bernier off to the left side. Coming out is Kolka looking into the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, State College. Caught by the tight end, Kevin Ermel. They had 2 or 3 people in the same area, and Kevin Ermel was unguarded. 6-0 State College. 10:09 to go in the second quarter. It's down. Kick looks good from here, and it is. Ed Conklin, and I don't know if he's their backup kicker. They must be pretty deep at that position.
You took the words right out of my mouth. What I was thinking,
62 yards. That's a grinding drive. And Altoona could go into their offensive drive knowing that they had a good deal to do with State College maintaining that drive.
Absolutely. In fact, on 2 occasions, the first downs were picked up by penalty.
All right, kick fielded at the 5-yard line, and right up through the center comes Chris Hale. Hale still going at the 35, and out near the 39-yard line, it took 4 or 5 people to bring him down. Hale with an excellent run back across back for Chris Hale. 9:57 to go, second quarter. First and 10 Altoona at their own 42-yard line. They'll operate out of the I with Price and Swagger in the backfield. Fakes to Swagger and rolls out to the right. T.J. Keith in the game. T.J. looking deep. Now runs out toward the sideline. He'll take it himself and get knocked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. We'll see where he did go out of bounds. Well, that's one of the strengths of a 44 defense, too. Those linebackers, if they don't choose to go in, they come back, and you got 7 guys out there covering. Heilman comes in motion from Twins left. T.J. Keith looking for the swing pass. Has Swagger, the 40, the 45. State College 45. Swagger cutting back, 40. Out at the 35-yard line. He'll get knocked down at the 32. Jim Bernier comes up and tackles Swagger after all. Lots of good cuts from Jimmy. First and 10 at the State College 32-yard line for Altoona. Again from the I. This time they'll give it to Swagger. Swagger loses his footing as he gets up to the line of scrimmage. Gets it close to the 30-yard line. A pickup of a couple. It'll be second. Walton Avenue and Lloyd Street in Altoona. Heilman wide right. Adams wide to the left side. Zerby and Price in the backfield for Altoona. Short drop for Keith, firing left sideline, over the head of Adams. Mike Adams down at the State 8. Had the ball. Saylor comes out to the right side. Madden and Heilman wide to the left. Split backfield. Leo Zerby and Doug Price. T.J. Keith rolling out to the left side. Out toward the left side at the 20-yard line. He finds T.J. Heilman open. In a double team, put it in the right spot. They drop back too far. He'll cut across in front of the defense. So we'll see what happens here. Twins to the right side. Wide out left. Single back again. Adams goes in motion behind T.J. Keith. Keith coming out to the right side. Pitches out to Swagger on the option. The 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Jimmy Dan Swagger. No flags down on the field. Chris going with the footies look. It's down. Kick looked like it was partially blocked, or sounded like it at least. In part. Our WRTA stood up and getting on the edge of their seats. Tannehill's kick is low. It bounces at the 10. It's picked up there. Brought out to the left side. Breaking a tackle at the 25. A fumble. It's picked up by Altoona at the 20-yard line. Adams wide to the left side. Heilman comes wide to the right. Leo Zerbe and Doug Price the eye in the backfield.
Look for a quick score if Coach Franco has his way.
T.J. Keith. Quick drop. Fires it down on the right hash mark to T.J. Heilman and through his hands. T.J., if he had caught that ball, was it?
I still say look for Saylor, Charlie, wherever he is. I see him at the right side.
Adams wide to the right. Goes in motion behind T.J. Keith. Twins to the left. Keith on the option. Looks like he wants to run it. Now he pitches back to Jimmy Dan Swagger, still alive. Fumbles into the end zone. A pile of bodies diving for it. Touchdown, Mountain Lions. The old Oakland Raider forward fumble play. Works from the 3. Swagger dropped the ball. It rolled into the end zone. Duplass in for the extra point. It's down. It's up. It's good. Chris Duplass in a minute. In the second quarter.
Happened win at 14-14.
First down 10 for Altoona. Well, I guess we kind of knew that two teams with similar records usually create a good football game, and this one has been that.
Exactly, Charlie.
Bounces inside the 18-yard line, picked up there and brought right up through the middle. Watch out. Breaking up across the 40-yard line, Dave Myers picked that ball up on the bounce and brought it right up through the middle. He hesitated as the wedge got to the back.
Hit him with the bootleg and bang. Try to get a big play somewhere in here.
I think the Lions will be all right as long as they don't have those penalties that killed them on the last drive. Kolka fakes to one man, fires out in the right flat, and picked up there at the 50-yard line. Fumble. Ball is down. Ball is recovered by Mike Adams. Flag is down as well. Bill Peacock, the injured one, who is obviously not that injured, comes into the game, but we'll see what the flag is. It happened before the ball changed hands. Well, the officials are having a conference over on the far side of the field. I don't think they've come to a decision yet.
Now, what the official's going to tell him is that the
ball was out of bounds, and that could very well be the case.
And that could be the case. If that was the case and the ball was out of bounds, then there's no question of the call.
Double wing once again, giving it on the right side. Geist up through a hole on the right side, across the 50, drops it again. State College will cover this time. And that will cover up by David Martin. Call it 2nd and 1 from the Altoona 46-yard line. 5:59 left, second quarter, 14-7 Altoona. And the right guard jumps offside. Michael Gold laterally to the sideline, or parallel with the sideline. Single setback again for State College. Wings to either side. Geist goes in motion again. Double fake. In the backfield, Kolka rolling out to the left side. Gets a block, crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the Altoona 42-yard line, and enough for a State College first. WRTA Sportsman, the Altoona Mirror. You can count on the Altoona Mirror. They're always here 7 days a week. Wide out right, wing back left. Todd Kolka hands the ball to Peden, the fullback, and he'll get a few yards up through the middle, crosses the 40, and down close to the Altoona 37-yard line. Mountain Lions struck twice within 41 seconds here earlier in this half. Geist goes in motion. Kolka has it. He'll drop back now. He gets hit hard. The ball is on the ground. Who's got it? The Mountain Lions do at the 49-yard line. Matt Sankey covers it. Played aggressive defense at times this season, but the offense has played very tentatively. This last quarter, they have played very aggressively. T.J. Keith coming in relief. Single setback again. Adams comes in motion behind Keith. The handoff to Dave Price. He gets across the 45 down to the State 43-yard line.
I don't think Altoona.
Dan Conrad in for Altoona. He'll be the right back up to the right side of the line. Doug Price in the backfield with T.J. Keith. Adams comes in motion from the left side. Heilman split wide to the right. The fake, no, Price did get the ball, and he almost got the handoff stolen from him. As Chris Prestia read the handoff. Third down 2 from the state 42 for Altoona. High in the backfield with splits either way. T.J. Keith. Solo, the tight end to the right side. That catches the football. I wasn't sure whether or not I actually saw that, but it did look like Andy Salem got out of the way. A 12-yard pickup for Altoona down to the state 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Zerby gets the handoff, and he gets wrapped up in the backfield. Chris Prestia, the right defensive tackle, steps in and makes the we called the plays. When you're wrong, they're all yours.
Gee, thanks.
2:15 left, second quarter. Mountain Lions ahead 14-7 with the ball at the state 30. Rolling left is T.J. Keith. Firing left sideline, Heilman at the 18, 15, 10, 5. Out of bounds inside the 5. T.J. Heilman with a good catch and spun it up the side.
He could have that sideline, just barely missed.
27-yard pickup for Altoona. 1st and goal at the state 3. Adams goes in motion behind T.J. Keith. Keith hands it to Zerby. Leo into the middle of the line, loses the ball. I think Altoona covered. Leo didn't seem to have the ball and wide to the right. Madden in the slot to the right. Keith is rolling out to the right. Fires it into the end zone. Touchdown, Doug Price.
The wide receiver cleared everybody out. And that's a beautiful kick we just saw there.
Chris Duclass has buried 2 efforts. And
a short run by Tannehill here, Charlie, only 5 yards. Most kickoff men are 7, 8, maybe 9 yards deep.
And Tannehill gets a nice high kick down to the 10-yard line. Picked up there and brought back up the middle again before Jim McClellan turns him back to the turf. Wing back off to the left side, wide out right. Geist goes in motion. The handoff to Feeden coming left. He'll be pulled down by Ralph Hamilton. Hamilton reaching. That wide out to the left side, wing back to the right. That's Peacock, and he comes in motion. Fake from Kolka. Kolka rolling out to the right side. He'll take it himself. He's up to the 30, the 35, and be forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First down for State College at Altoona Hospital, offering complete care for cardiac testing to open heart surgery to rehabilitation. Wing off to the right side, wide out to the left. Kolka rolling out to the left, fires it toward the sideline, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, cutting across the field. 7 Altoona. 3 touchdowns, and all of them here in the second quarter. Wide out to the left side. The handoff to Jason Feeden, and he gets very little, gets up near the 40-yard line. Ralph Hamilton makes the hit. Now, what'd you do that for?
I think they're having a typical father-son talk right now, Charlie. A little bit of impact.
They'll have it at the Altoona 45-yard line. Still 23 seconds left. Wide out coming left, Dave Martin. Myers wide to the right. Kolka with a straight drop. He'll throw it deep down the middle. And tipped up in the air, and he pulled in at the 17-yard line. Doug Price. Oh, it's in there, but now you figure you got 8 seconds to defend. Kolka fakes the handoff, fires across the middle. Oh, just low of his intended receiver at the goal.
That receiver when you're back in there.
Single back once again for State College. Mountain Lions with a 4-man front. Kolka rolling out to the right side. Looks short. And the intended receiver was Jason.
Altoona in the past. Usually we've said this about Altoona. Get something sustained and get some confidence.
Dave Martin comes wide to the left. Altoona ahead 28-7. 9:09 left, third quarter. Double motion in the backfield. That'll be a flag as back to their own 24-yard line. 28-7 Altoona with 8:42 to go, third quarter. Motion man Peacock. Kolka fakes to him, rolls to the right, fires out on the right side, and an excellent defensive play from T.J. Heilman. That ball was looking like it was going right into tight end.
When they get this ball back, Charlie, being a passing team, I'll comment on it after this play.
On lines with 5 down linemen. In motion goes Mike Geist. Rolling out to the right side is Todd Kolka. Kolka fakes once, then pumps along the far sideline. Knocked away by T.J. Heilman. And look,
Progresses. A lot of time left. I don't want to be too premature in talking about that stuff.
Again, we apologize for the air quality tonight. We know that it's not good, but it's out of our control at this point. Feeder gives the hand, runs up the middle, and he'll get ridden down by Rick Maitland.
Going to run the first punt back for a touchdown. I'm glad to see it's Adams, though, being a senior. I've seen him many, many times in a game and in the hallways at school, and it's great for him.
Punt gets away. Partially blocked, they're saying. It hits at the Altoona 45, bounces laterally to about the 43-yard line. 10 for Altoona. Twins to the right side, Madden and Heilman. Adams wide to the left. Zerbe the single setback for Altoona. They've run out of this formation for most of the night. T.J. Keith rolling out to the right, fires it out toward the sideline to T.J. Heilman. He gets to the 50 and ridden out of bounds at the State College 45-yard line. First down Altoona. Some gooders would rather stay inbounds than get knocked out of bounds and stop the clock. 7:17 left, third quarter, 28-7 Altoona. Wideouts left and right. Zerbe the single back. Rolling left is Keith, firing left side to Mike Adams. He's got it at the 38, the 35, 30, 20. There's a clip penalty flown. The flags fly at the 30-yard line as Adams got down inside the 20. And Altoona's favorite place to meet after the game. Adams wide left. Conrad back in as the Y-back off to the right side of the line. He'll go in motion toward the left. And Keith drops straight back. TJ looked like he was going to pump long and either lost control of the ball and threw very short, or he was hit in the arm. Second down, 14 for Altoona from the State College 49-yard line. Twins right, wide out left. Adams comes in motion across the back of T.J. Keith. Keith rolling out to the right, pitches back to Price. Lots of room, 50, 45. He'll be ridden out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but it gets most of the penalty yard. Mountain Lions are 3 of 3 on their third down conversions tonight. Aside from a penalty-filled first quarter and beginning of the second quarter, Altoona's really come on strong here in the second half of the ball game. T.J. Keith over to Saber on the delay. 35-30, down to the 32. First down, Altoona.
Boy, I really like to see him catch up.
14 left third quarter, 28-7 Mountain Lions.
This is where you look for that post pattern again, Charlie, trying to split between the quarterback and a safety in this 44 defense.
Keith dropping back and rolling out to the left side. Fires left sideline. Heilman's got it. Nice move at the 15, the 10. Still looking for a block. Inside the 5. Touchdown. Great run from T.J. Heilman. A 27-yard pass play for Altoona.
Well, Charlie, this one's good. Well, Charlie, it's definitely aim, so this definitely is going to help their average on both ends of the spectrum.
T.J. Keith to T.J. Heilman. Everybody getting on the scoreboard tonight. Swagger, McCloskey, Price, Adams, and Heilman.
Well, a lot of smiles in the stands, too, on everybody's face. When you say everybody getting on a scoreboard, everybody's getting some smiles on their faces.
All right, Myers picks it up at the 5-yard line. Good kick from Tannehill. Tries to break through the middle. Oh, and a stand-up tackle out at the 28-yard line. You could hear the crowd as Myers came right up through the buzz. 35-7 Mountain Lions, and State's got the ball back. Todd Kolka, a little movement over on the right side. They'll count that as motion, though, as Kolka gets free. Kolka throws up, almost intercepted by Pat Greenwood out at the 35-yard line. And Kolka went down in a heap after he threw the football. Well, I don't think they really wanted to count it as movement because he was getting ready to go into motion, whether that was proper or not in that play. Mike Geist goes in motion this time. They give it to Jason Feeden. Feeden gets across the 30 and out to the 34-yard line. And a 5-yard pickup for Altoona. State College Little Lions. Myers goes wide to the right. Slot man off to the right. Kolka, short drop, fires across the middle and behind his intended receiver, Dave Myers. Myers almost raked that one.
Looking at the sideline of field, they've got momentum galore.
Everybody's up on the Altoona side of the field and really looking forward to get in. Kid comes down to the 35-yard line. Alexander will, Alexander. I'm sorry. Eric Madden takes it to the outside, but
I'm sure Coach Franco has got TJ in there. His mental frame of mind has to be sky high, feeling good about this, and the players are probably saying, let's get 50.
35-7 at this point. Adams goes in motion. Keith fires long left side over the head of TJ Heilman out at the state 35-yard line. A timing play. 3:50 left, third quarter, and they continue to fire the ball up. This game could take another week. Wideouts either way. Eye in the backfield now for Altoona. Keith in pressure, throws it up to TJ Heilman. He's got it to 35, cuts into the middle with a 10, into the end zone. Touchdown Altoona.
Unbelievable, because Charlie again, the
pass for the Mountain Lions brings the score up to 41-7, and Chris Duplass will go for 6 in a row.
Now,
He's got it.
If you're a State College fan, Charlie, he's got to get that confidence and that cockiness about him and get that good feeling back.
3:42 to go in the third quarter. 42-7 Altoona. Tannehill's kick comes down to Myers at the 15-yard line. He's come close to breaking a couple of them, and he gets hit by McCloskey, then gets away from McCloskey. Now he'll be pulled down by Brian Irwin back at the 28-yard line.
Well, I'm laughing a little bit to myself, Charlie, because I remember looking down.
Was when Chambersburg was here.
We deserve this.
All right, State College still with Tim Kolka, or Tom Kolka at quarterback. Hands the ball to Jason Feeden coming right. Feeden across the 30 to the 31.
Yardage on kickoff returns.
We'll have to get the old record book out here and see how badly. I'm sure Altoona's never beaten State College this badly. Movement on the line, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty against State College.
It wasn't broken broken open until late.
Now this one is definitely broken open as Kolka keeps coming left on the rollout, tipped up in the air, and Geist gets it, then goes down at the 28-yard line. He gets hit by 2 or 3 Mountain Lions, including Eric Madden.
They're running a similar offense. And I'll get to that, Charlie, after this play.
Third down, about 12 from the 28 for State College. Kolka fakes, fires it out to the right side, and well short of his intended receiver, Bill Peacock. Now, State College, of course,
and if you read your keys and you're disciplined, you can win, and that's where this game will pay off for the competition down the road.
Fourth down, 12. Josh Knowlton standing at his own 15-yard line. Gets the kick away. Nice high spiral. Adams will field it at the 43. Adams pulled down by his jersey at the 43-yard line. A 28-yard kick. And seen there when he got tackled. He got tackled by 3 different people. 42-7. Mountain Lions on top. Madden wide to the left side. TJ Heilman wide right. They must not be on the left side of the line. That's Brett Thompson. Fumble. Mountain Lions diving on it. I'm not sure. I think State College has it, and they do.
Well, that's going to make Steve mad.
On the defensive line, Matt Snyder, and I'm just picking out numbers I don't recognize.
Well, yeah, Amorai's in there too, Charlie. 54.
Kolka moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He gets to the 45 and will be hauled down out at the 40-yard line. And on a leader for the defense. I see Matt Sankey is still on the line as well. Wing back off to the left side for Todd Kolka. Feeden gets it off the right side. He's hit and dropped. And I believe they'll have a chance to get another playoff. There is the gun. It's 42-7 Altoona. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The ingredients of a successful football team are varied. One important ingredient is a good, balanced offense. When it comes to cars, Condren...
For someone takes home your furniture. For free delivery in easy terms, shop Covino Home Furnishings, corner of 6th Avenue and 21st Street, Altoona.
Back at Mansion Park, the Mountain Lions leading 42-7. First play of the fourth quarter, and Todd Parker keeps it himself. Goes right around the front side. He fumbles the ball forward. We'll see whether or not they're going to let this include their heights and weights. And I think, having seen them play tonight, I can see why. Kolka over the middle, intended for tight end Kevin Ermel, and picked off by two Mountain Lions. They dropped the ball. Good for Rick. And Mike has a brother in there with who's been holder on the kick. All right, back to punt. It's a good low kick. It will hit at the 10, roll down toward the goal line, and it stays in the goal line, then goes in. Oh, they're going to
Right to get 100 yards on this.
yeah. Madden comes wide to the left. Wide out to the right side, and Tannehill will just take it himself up the middle to get a little yardage. And he will get it out to about the 3.
Been sharp. They're running on and off the field. I think that's a credit to the coaching staff at State College.
Wide out to the right side and the left for Steve Tannehill from the eye. The handoff to Leo Zerbe. Zerbe gets to the 5-6-yard line. To 7, Altoona. There's nothing wrong with your radio, although there is something wrong with our signal. I apologize for that, but not for the score. Coming up through the middle, I think it was Doug Price who gets knocked back. Looked like if he had cut off fourth down at about a yard, the Mountain Lions will kick. T.J. Heilman stands at his own end zone. Heilman gets a good kick away. It's low, though, can be returned and picked up upfield, running laterally at the 40-yard line, and a great open field tackle by Chris Hale.
Him also.
Yeah, had a good run back, too, on one of the kicks. First and 10 for State College. The Altoona 48-yard line. Back through the peak back. Guts to the 35, down to the 33-yard line. Rolled down there.
I have total agreement with that.
33-yard line for State College, second down and 5 with 8:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Kolka keeps, runs off the right side, and gets first down yardage up to the Altoona 27-yard work on the field. State will play down here next week. They'll play at Hollidaysburg. That'll be a bear running into a buzzsaw, too. Kolka going out left, fires it out to Mike Geist at the 22. Mike gets up to the 20-yard line, stop there, but they get to the 20, so it's a 7-yard pickup, second and 3 for State College.
I may get booed here.
And off to Feeden up the middle, and a good stop in the center of the defense. Scott Shingler made the tackle.
And that says something for the quality of program State College has, because we know how quality Altoona's been over all those years that this competition has taken.
Yards. And the first drive in which State College took the lead in this game, they were ahead 7-0. That first drive was kept alive by 2 big penalties against Altoona. They hand it to Feeden, coming up the middle, gets to the 10-yard line and dropped there by Rick Maitland.
Well, that's nice running, Church.
About the same for both of these teams. And you look over on the other side, and you see Phil Riccio standing there as an assistant State College coach. Kolka will take it himself. Gets to the 8, down to the 5, inside the 5-yard line, and close to first down yardage. I think he'll be short by about a half a yard. Tomorrow night, Tony Lepore and I and the rest of the crew with the BG game against Du Bois. I think Bishop Guilfoyle has a chance to win that game. And another flag comes down.
He's one of the most aggressive players that ever existed. If Phil Riccio would have had a frame like most athletes would have had, big and tall, he would be playing in college somewhere or further.
And Jason Feeden takes the handoff, runs into the end zone for the State College touchdown. That one's for... Holding the ball will be Elliot Miller. It's snapped. They have a tough time getting it off, and there's a block. And Gill gets run into. 38 yards, 7 plays on the drive. 2-yard run by Jason Feeden. It's 42-13. Gill kicks off high. Coming down at the 20-yard line. Cut back at the 25 and out to the 30-yard line for Chris Hale. Might have found a new run-back man there. Chris Hale has done a yeoman's job tonight on both sides of the ball. And Gerhardt moving and starting. Next time you move, Carmichael will hit Gerhardt moving in storage for a free estimate. First and 10 for Altoona from their own 32. Fumble. I think Altoona was able to cover. Now, if State College was to score again, it might quickly approach one of the other 30-some to 20-some games. Pitch back in the backfield. Running back is Ray Schmidl, and Schmidl gets off the left side, goes across the 35 and out to the 38.
You can get to it more times than you have so far for Altoona if you're an Altoona player.
Jason Sidney, the wide out to the right side. Tannehill dropping straight back. Firing across the middle and behind Jeremy Smith. Out to the 43-yard locker room. He's already got his shoulder pads off. So apparently that was more than just a little bump that he got.
And hopefully it's not serious.
Fans have been short a couple of people. Now they got too many. They settled for 11. And a new kicker, a high kick for Jason Riley. The ball hits and takes a State College bounce. Mountain Lions are letting it bounce back. And it gets up to the 45-yard. They always provide good competition. They shut out DuBois 18-0, but DuBois handed them the ball within the 20-yard line 3 times that night, and they used them all to score. Kolka fakes the handoff. Now he's going to throw. He gets hit as he throws. It was into the hands of the intended receiver down at the Altoona 35-yard line, but it was dropped by...
To forget somebody.
Yeah.
It's only human for it to happen, and it's not intentional. You just hope that you do it very few times.
Go with a double wing and a wide out to the right side. Man in motion, now double motion. There goes the flag. And coming back on the rollout is quarterback Todd Kolka. He gets to the 45 and up to the 50-yard line and dropped there. But they're over the last few years with the flags and everything. It's a real spectacle.
172 members they have right now.
42-13 Altoona. Kolka fakes to Feeden. He'll throw it deep down the right side. That one goes up and intercepts the ball, gets it at the 26-yard line. Stepped in front of Martin and picked it off. That one was right in Martin's.
Yes, on the bench, heads down, dejected, which is also a good learning experience for them.
Jeremy Stroup, the new quarterback for Altoona, first down 10 from their own 27-yard line. And off up the middle to Jim Wyatt. Fumble on the play.
I see the State College players hitting their hands as if Altoona recovered it, but in that mass of bodies there, you can't tell. Well, now we can.
It is State College football. For 1:20 to go in the game, 42-13. State College is trailing Altoona. Quarterback Todd Kolka sends a man in motion, now rolls out against the motion to the left side, gets to the 30, he'll run it to the 25, tries to make a move at the 20, and gets stopped there. Kolka never went down. The whistles blew as he got hit.
Because it's tough competition, but there are those who believe that you tend to get homered up there also.
Yeah, there are those who think that way. You're right. Man in motion, Todd Kolka. Now fires back against the grain of behind his intended receiver. Haven Purdue on WRTA. I should say morning because they get their pregame show underway at 11:30 in the morning. 2nd and 10 for State. Firing to the right side, out of the hands of his intended receiver on the right. I believe that was Bill Peacock.
Well, Charlie, this is good.
Somebody caught the ball when somebody ran the ball. They didn't stop when they got hit. In many cases, they made the move before they got hit. Kolka rolling out to the left side. Now firing it across the middle. Almost intercepted. We got a face mask. And there's the flag. Side of the field with the sticks. Just kept on walking all the way out to the State 49-yard line. 49. Bizarre situation here. And there's another flag. Something happened on State College's side of the ball. And back to punt, I believe, is Christian Jurs. Standing at his own 32, and the ball goes way over his head.
There's your 4th and 70.
Back to the 13-yard line. They're going to pull the punter all the way back to the 7 or 8-yard line. And Altoona will get the ball there. Back. Wide out right. Wide out left. Stroup goes down to one knee. They're calling for blood up here in the booth as the game comes to an end. The Mountain Lions get their first win of the season over State College, a convincing 42-13 win. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Applause, applause. The Arts and Entertainment Channel truly brings out television's true potential with rich blends of performing arts, dramas, documentaries.